Okay guys, now we're gonna do some cable exercises. Cable exercises are actually one of my favorite things. I love going into a gym and just doing my whole workout with just the cables. I think that they're so beneficial and helpful. Okay, if you do not have any cables, first of all, I am sorry. Second of all, that's all right. I'll tell you about how to adjust these for you if you don't have the equipment yet, okay? So you're gonna need the cables. You don't technically need the handles because you could just grab onto the cables if you need to, but I prefer using the handles because they have a good grip to them. And then you're gonna need a door anchor too, or some way to anchor it to the wall. So this is a cable squat, okay? This is very, very good for your inner core, okay? What you're gonna do, hold the cables tight in your hands, grip them, keep your wrists tight, keep your arms tucked at your sides, okay? You don't want them to be like this, but you want them tucked, you want them tight, okay? And keep your shoulders in a neutral position. How do we do neutral? Squeeze forward, squeeze back, find a middle ground. Okay, so what you're gonna do, make sure your feet are straight, make sure your knees follow the line of your feet, and you're just gonna hold this, and you're just gonna squat down. And then you're gonna come back up. Woo! And unlike me, what I just did, you want your head to be back. For tempo for this, 4, 2, 1, you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. Okay, progressions. If you have access to the cable machine, you can obviously progress this with the weights, right? If you don't have cables and access to a gym, that's okay, or you're not comfortable going to a gym, that's okay too. Hold a dumbbell here instead and do it that way instead, or a weight, or a milk jug, or something like that. Make sure your knees follow the line of your straight feet, middle toes. Make sure your back does not arch. This one is completely about control. You want to go slow and steady, okay? If you cannot do it with the weights, which I'm going to be honest with you, there have been multiple times when I've done a cable squat and I have not been able to finish it because my knees keep coming in. So I let go of the cables and I do it without weight for the rest of the time. And that is totally okay. The most important thing is to keep good form. Just go down as far as you can with good form, come back up, and that's okay. Another way to progress this, single leg. It's really hard, but for those of you who are experienced lifters and can do that, that's a very good way to progress this and work really solidly on those stability muscles, okay? So if you're having a hard time, for example, getting your weights up and you need to work those stability muscles because you feel like you should be able to lift more, but for some reason you can't, that's why. It's because your stability muscles aren't strong enough. Do the single leg one. It will really, really improve your weightlifting performance.